Hello. So I'm back. What can I say? More Starfield. Tomorrow we will have more No Man's Sky. A long No Man's Sky stream, as a matter of fact. Gotta say, it's been a rough week. There have been easier times, for sure. But we shall continue. And we're using Noel's outfit, which I have to admit, the color combination is quite nice. The jacket and the shirt. Anyway, what are we doing now? Let me see. I wanted to make a ship, but I don't know if that's enough. It might be. It might be enough. I wanted to try out something interesting, so I'm gonna do a mission or two. Well, I mean, I still need to do the powers, right? So I'm gonna do the powers, and then I'm gonna try to make a ship and see more or less how much it costs. What kind of ship do I want to make this time? Well, I'm interested in... I haven't seen... I want to check out how the diagonal angles work and how, let's say, centering can work. I want to check some pieces out. I'm not gonna ultra equip it. I just want to look at it aesthetically. Let's say in a little bit more on the style of No Man's Sky, right? And I have spoken of this before, but here's the deal with what No Man's Sky does right about ships. You see, in No Man's Sky, you don't really get to customize ships at all. Your mods, yes, but aesthetically, not at all. And the base stats aren't yours to control either. So, I argue that that's actually the right way to go. Because remember, this is a game. It's about having fun. And part of having fun and feeling good about what you're doing is getting a ship you like. Now, unfortunately, most of the time that's gonna mean that you get a ship that's convenient to you because of combat, which is completely and absolutely different from getting a ship that is, how can I say this, that you visually like. Like, for example, I have my like every time I start the stream, I have my 11 Sentinel ship collection, and I love the collection, and I've made it so any single ship that appears at a random time because I sold something or whatever, it's usable. It's not the best, but it's usable, and I'm gonna love being in it. Now, on this game, most of the ship designs are okay. Like, the default ship designs, I've noticed that it's kind of interesting to use them. But loving the design, I wouldn't say that's the case. I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, all of these default designs, I absolutely need them. No. But here's the deal. Form and function come into play in Starfield several ways. Because corridors, sizes, and the aesthetics change your weight distribution, and you might actually need to add landing pads because of that. So you're affected to a great degree by it. Now, that being said, it's not too bad. Like, you do have a lot of freedom, and I will talk more on this system later, but it's still true. Oh, where is it? Go, please. Oh. So, in here we will get to see to what degree is customization available to make a ship that you like how it looks. Also, and unfortunately, the larger a ship size, the more things you could quote unquote fit in it. But that's not necessarily true here. It's more about maximizing your slots than maximizing your ship size. And physically, in this game, your ship doesn't matter. Now, if you think about other games, a game that I will be playing for sure once it comes out is... Oh, I forgot about you. You're a thing, right? Oh my gosh, he got messed up. Did I even take damage? Whoa. I might have to, yeah, once I'm fully powered up, I'm definitely just gonna bump up the difficulty to very hard, and I'm just gonna keep it there. Like, there's no point not to do that. Not to mention that I'm gonna continue to power up as runs go. And that's important to keep in mind, by the way. How am I gonna power up? Well, I already spoke a little bit about the magazine system. I don't like the pants. The shirt and the jacket are good, but the pants is really bad. This looks like it's like a formal pants. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, I'm not top notch in fashion, but I still don't like it.
Customary to say,
oh yeah, there is this.
That is not dimensionally accurate in this case.
I've missed that for a couple of New Game Pluses. Haha, I feel ashamed.
Feel like I should be lucky I know this.
But it's pretty good. I mean, if I keep powering up, like eventually, is gonna be the game's gonna be too easy. Like there is no difficulty. Like the difficulty cap is just gonna hit. Now, what I have to say is that you can be up to level 300, but there aren't really two high level zones, like zones in which you would need to be that level. And I guess, like if I bumped up my damage, the game right now would be extremely easy. Now that I think about it, like extremely easy. Look at my perk distribution once again. Oh. Perk distribution. If I had gone with this, like, look at the damage. It's 30% more damage. Like that's crazy, especially if you add armor penetration. I think that the game would be way too easy with that. I see enemies here. Where are they? That's a lot of XP. Why are they all invisible? That's kind of cool, but... Oh, bullets. Well, anyway. That's fine. I can't believe they give so much XP. Ah. Did the texture not load properly, or are they really invisible? God damn, look at that amount of XP. It's incredible. 99 for 2 shots? Wow. That's not even... I'm not even farming them. I just shot them because they were marked as enemies. Holy crap. Microbial contaminated. Damn. Microbes that go through the suit that bad? That's crazy. Some powerful bacteria in here. God damn. Wait, what? There we go. Alright, momentum change. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. I wanted to play for the stream TerraTech Worlds. I'm a fan of TerraTech. I'm a fan of games where you can build stuff. I'll admit that. And to be honest, I loved it when I was into it. Why did I stop playing it? Well, you have to realize that it's a limited world. Building games? need a world you can interact with. I already spoken a little bit about this on stream as well, when I was talking about Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom is a game that has mediocre building mechanics. Like, it's like what you can build there is so ridiculously inefficient and ineffective, but you can do cool stuff with it. Now, it's not just about making cool stuff. Once again, you want to build something amazing? Go play Besieged. Besieged's got you covered in almost every aspect. Like, you can make an old mechanical trebuchet, or you can make a hover tank. But much of the point of it is the environment that you get to use that in. If you don't get an environment to use your stuff, then your stuff becomes boring. So, TerraTech Worlds, I heard is gonna have several biomes, planets, environments. It's probably going again for the No Man's Sky theme of having an infinite environment where you can do stuff. I feel like the first TerraTech did a good job in random encounters. Like, you just walk a little bit, and suddenly there's a completely new construct in front of you that you have to take out and take its pieces for yourself so you can build more stuff.
I stand by my initial skepticism.
Alright, another temple.
Been poring over the.
And what else can I say? Well, I definitely... Oh, Crix. Gotta be careful with that one. Crix's Crimson Fleet.
Shields up. Let's dance.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Neves here? Okay. I didn't know there was one here. That's kind of cool. I'll take it up later. Excuse me? My objective? There we go. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why you guys are attacking me. Ouch. Got hit in the face. In the face. So I'm hopeful about TerraTech Worlds and the options for construction that it's going to build. Another game that really allows you to construct a lot of stuff is obviously Space Engineers. I bought the game. I played it once or twice. I loved it, but it was empty. Like, there was literally nothing there. There's nothing nowhere. And that's just something that's very difficult to deal with, you know. When you're playing a construction game, what's the point of building? Let's talk about society, you know? Let's talk about science. I know many people like making discoveries, but the point of most of these discoveries is to actually use the thing. You know? Get destroyed. That's a lot of XP, man. The point of making stuff is to use it. Obviously, you can have a little bit of a pet project and say, hey, I always wanted to do this. And you did it, and that's it. And you see, that's the issue. That's it. It died out. Nothing wrong with you wanting to entertain yourself in a creative and healthy way. Actually, yeah, go ahead. But I'm not judging the activity itself. I'm judging the environment provided for it. You cannot profit any further from it. That's why I stopped playing TerraTech. At first it was about designing, building, understanding. And once I got there, I thought, well, how do I keep playing this game? Well, I wanted to get every part. I wanted to understand a little bit more about building, balancing, using of hovercraft. And then I started designing exotic ships. Well, it wasn't ship, but it was exotic builds. And the exotic builds were designed to explore on a strange concept. Like I made a like normally in that game, your like there's a forward, there's a back, there's a top, and there's a bottom. Like as in, vehicles have directions. You can't just arbitrarily build in without shape or form. So the point of it is that there are no diagonals. You can't build a diagonal car or something, at least not naturally. So I decided to go ahead and look at some hovercraft tech. And I made a hovering cube that wasn't a diagonal. And you might say, well, that's not the coolest object ever. And it's true, it's not. But the point of it was not to be like super innovative. The point of it was that it's diagonal, fast, and functional. And it was actually quite strong. Now, unlike in other modern games, and perhaps this is where we have to put some respect on the name of World of Tanks.
Finally, a challenge.
There you go. Goodbye, sir. This is where we have to put some respect in World of Tanks. Like, if you ever have played World of Tanks, you know that there's front armor and there's back armor. And you typically want to be facing the enemy with your front armor, because that's the thick one. And there are some vehicles that are very, very biased towards having thick front armor, and they're basically impenetrable, and their back armor is really weak. To get to the back, though, you gotta go through hell, right? But point being, shape matters. And in the real world, shape matters. Symmetry matters. Or asymmetry, depending on what you're looking to do. Like, for example, you could do a tank that has thick armor in the left side and in the front side, but not in the right or back. So you essentially have a diagonal for engagements. And why is this important? Because you can run circles on your opponent. You can strafe while being safe, which is fantastic. And you just keep your weak spot away from them. Granted, you have two, but you should be generally fine. Now, how does that apply to something like No Man's Sky or Starfield or TerraTech? Well, TerraTech has that feature. Every single block you add to your vehicle is, in fact, an independent unit of HP. Every single block in the vehicle, like there are wheels, and then there are connectors blocks, and the connector blocks have their own HP. The wheels have their own HP. And to destroy a vehicle, you really have to take it out completely. 26 is not much. Oh, that's gonna give me some. Missed all of them. Pathetic. Whoa. Accuracy is really bad while flying. Yeah, it makes sense. Like visually, obviously, like you're stable. You're not moving. But it makes sense for you to have bad accuracy while you're flying. Like jetpacks are, especially these ones, are not designed for stable flight. That you can do stable flight is a measurement of engineering and skill, but I would imagine it's hard to aim with it. Suited either for close range, high maneuvering, or shotguns. High X. This game has no rockets. Fascinating. I mean, it has sort of grenade explosive launchers, but no rockets in the traditional sense. Anyway, so since in TerraTech you have many different types of blocks, technically you can have a squishy interior and on the surface have extremely tough blocks. So from ballistics, basic lasers, and minimal AoE, your interiors are covered and your craft can be pretty lightweight because blocks have weight. And that's kind of sick, to be honest. You just make the tough blocks in the exterior and you can, you know, keep your density relatively low. Obviously with high X, well, it's piercing, so it's gonna damage the inner blocks and could kill you, or if enemies are using railguns, they can also pierce you and kill you, even though railguns are kind of weak. Now, how does that matter for this game and for No Man's Sky? Well, design doesn't matter at all in No Man's Sky. And in this game, most of the things that you build, like, what can I say to be, you know, correct and specific? Look at the position of your engines. Look at the position of your wings. Look at the position of your shield. Usually you just throw it somewhere and that's it. Like, there's nothing else to it. But in TerraTech, it does matter. You need to put your shield like very, very in the interior, as well as healing modules. You want it covered. You want it to be the last thing it dies, because your shield can actually, A, it's expensive to repair, and B, and most importantly, if it gets sniped through an explosive, it will turn off your shield, because it's not a perfect barrier. So those are some things that are important to keep in mind. And there are also batteries. Same thing applies. If your battery gets messed up, you're not going to be able to use all of your resources, especially if you have a healing field and other types of replenishing for your shield. So that's where several things come in. Whereas in here, you just sort of make your design, and even if there is a sort of pseudo-VATS targeting mode while you're on a ship, and you know, you can aim at the weapons, or you can aim at the shields, at the engines. In this game, it's not really that big of a deal. Usually, if you pierce your enemies' shields, most of the time they're about to die. Even with this lame-ass ship, and it's lame only because the weapons haven't been upgraded, right? But it's good for escaping. But even in this lame-ass ship, you, once the enemy shields are down, they are very close to dying. And you can, even if you focus down on a system, you can barely take it out without upgrades. You can barely take it out before their craft explodes. So, targeting here is not that big of a deal. And then again, you can target the enemy's shields, even if they were artificially blocked by something else, and you would still damage them. Damage is random. I'm shooting the back of the ship and suddenly, their guns go offline, and I'm thinking, what? Obviously, it's because this game has a generalized star fighting system. So those are some of the flaws that could be improved in the future. I don't know if Bethesda would really care about it. Like, I really don't know. I know for a fact that No Man's Sky cared about it. Like, they released an entire update where now you can redirect power to engines, weapons, and shields, or balance distribution, And whereas you can also do that here, and you can actually micromanage that here. To be honest, space combat is not complex enough to merit that. Like, not remotely complex enough. The ship fighting is too short. You're too close in danger of dying too often. Even with 1,500 ship, you're fighting 3 other ships and they're gonna melt your shields really fast. And I say that having max upgrades. So I'm just thinking ship combat is too short for power distribution to matter. In what scenario would power distribution matter? Like, imagine this. Weapons are a bit slower. Therefore, sometimes you want to redirect power from shields to engines so that you can dodge enemy shots or targeting. That's interesting. Sometimes you want to redirect everything to shields because your enemy is using it's using hit scan weapons. Or sometimes you want to focus a lot on your weapons so that you can take out the enemy. In this game, it doesn't really work like that. I mean, you just want the better end. You just want to be at max power at all times.
Attack!
Dead. Easy. Easy every time. And, you know, it doesn't... Like, I don't despise it by any means, but clearly these games need a lot of work, both No Man's Sky and Starfield, when it comes to space combat. What would I say is a good example of space combat? Star Sector. Period. There's nothing to discuss. Really, there's nothing, no way you can argue with that. Obviously, you can say, but it's a different genre of game completely. Like, that's more on the strategy side than anything else. And that's a big yes and no simultaneously.
In many ways, your very existence is the greatest single discovery.
Feel like
in
I should be
the
seeing
settled
heaven's
systems.
aura every time you
I
say
hope
something.
no one attempts to
Starborn.
dissect you.
A Starborn?
No items to steal.
I have heard of stranger things.
Wait, what? I can't pickpocket Andreja? What?
Other universes exist, full of people. An infinite number of hopes.
I can't
dreams.
pickpocket Andreja, that's kind
A
of
stranger
weird.
from beyond.
Huh.
Even for an old Crimson Fleet, that's a new one.
The others told
Did about
me
a
what
year's
you
work.
are,
Lucky I noticed them.
and how much of what you said
Oops.
has come to
Wrong
pass.
button. So, what else can we say? How is Star Sector better? Well, first, scale of fights. In Star Sector, you're talking that the smallest of fights are 5v5 ships. And the commands that you can give to other ships are simple enough for you to understand what you're doing, and complex enough for them to actually matter in combat. And you have roles, and you have a lot of stuff going on here. And I frankly feel that Starfield definitely has the tools for space combat to be relevant. 58 XP, 14, few shots. What are those? What actually are those? Huh. They look like balloons. Oh, why are they continuously doing damage? Did they release some sort of gas when they die? That forces them to do or take damage? Maybe, maybe not. Well, that gave me a lot of XP. I forgot I had the hunter's weapon. Absolutely forgot about it. Oh, it has less? 54 and 160. This is 118. Yeah, definitely has less. Well, let's try anyway. It's accurate. I'll give it that. Important difference being accurate, huh? Oh, I barely have enough bullets for this. Ha. It's not bullets. Charges? Charges because it's a laser gun? No one's running from me. Leave the level 1s. Level 40. Get it. Get him. 53 XP here. 38 XP there. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of videos out there about how to farm XP using one single outpost, get to level 100 in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't really care for it. This is about the journey, not about the destination. At least in my case. Maybe for someone else, they just want to get to level 100, you know? And I'm actually fine with that. For sure. Maybe for you it's about just the fun. Beautiful. You do you. But for me, it was about running all the way, because I actually enjoyed this game. I guess in that sense, I can definitely say I did not enjoy Skyrim remotely as much. It just felt... I mean, for sure, the worlds felt more Skyrim as a world felt more natural than this one. This one feels like a Fallout with a lot of random encounters. Like a lot of random encounters with less empty worlds. That's how I would describe it best. And the dungeons here are more interesting in shape and form than in previous Bethesda games. And in previous ones, it just feels like it's the same goddamn dungeon with a little bit of a different setup. Very, very minor. And here, I'd say sometimes I go into the same dungeons and I wouldn't describe them as dungeons, even space stations or research stations or weapon stations or manufacturing facilities. Like both in loot and in distribution of enemies, they could use a little bit more variety, but it's there. You can tell them apart. It's like, oh, now I'm obviously at a supply cache. Now I'm obviously at a weapons facility. Now I'm obviously at a mech graveyard. Like, there are things that tell them apart. Fortunately, there are things that not quite matter. What would matter? Well, for example, if secret weapons facilities have more turrets and more robots, okay, that's fair. Supply caches just have a ton of loot and weak enemies, but they get a lot of reinforcements. That could be a thing. Or home bases. Like, that type of stuff would feel good. Feel really, really good.
The Unity chooses us!
I think that over other things, Starfield could benefit from... I don't want to say precisely different game modes, you know? It's not exactly about the game modes. It's more of activities. Because let us consider the bounty boards. Are they cool? Yes. Do they have varied objectives? Yes. But are they convenient? No. You have to go through several loading screens to just get to the planet you need, and that's problematic. Very problematic. I'd say that still, and again, Star Sector comes out on top here. Because both in terms of communication, in mission building, and distribution of objectives, it just feels so much more natural. It's not quite, definitely not quite as action-packed, but it does nail down a lot of things. Mysterious Captain, hey, good to see you.
I knew you'd eventually make the leap. How are you enjoying this go of it?
Huh. Good so far.
That's wonderful to hear, and rare. Usually a Starborn's life is complicated and unpleasant.
No, I love my
I'd love
life.
to get to the Unity again once or twice. But after all the pain, suffering, and just mind-boggling effort, I was left wondering, why bother? So now I indulge my hedonist side, and I must say it's a lot more fun than the constant struggle.
Sounds interesting. Are there
There's
many
no one
like you?
me, or you. Each Starborn is their own snowflake.
Okay.
But there are others who have decided the Unity isn't worth fighting for. I believe we're in the minority.
Alright. It's nice to meet someone.
I knew I had a good feeling about you. Charmed to properly meet you. I wanted to let you know, however, that my interests are...
Oh, you also do
broader than yours.
business!
I also do business.
Alright.
Caters to Starborn, a very exclusive and specialized crowd.
Cater.
You can call me the trader.
Alright, trader.
A smattering of hard-to-come-by items, ridiculously marked up, because the Starborn should be able to afford it. If
Okay.
you're short of funds, I'll stay in the area. Plenty.
Plenty of diversions? You mean... I'm not gonna ask any questions. What about the others?
I could, certainly. But if I did, I'd no longer be a neutral party. And in this game, it is far safer and more profit.
Very neutral.
It means I won't whisper a word about you to anyone.
That sounds fine. Any advice?
What a novel question. Make your own. Almost all Starborn have their own terribly important agendas, and may try to bend you to them. But really, you know that. Been there, done that.
Yeah, right. What do you
I
have?
love business.
So... Oh shit, you sell a lot of stuff. And guess... What? Look at those vendor credits! I'm gonna be rich. Don't touch the ship parts. Sell spacesuits. This actually looks cool. This is a cool spacesuit. Yeah, this is a very cool spacesuit. This is a nice one. Ecliptic. I don't need any. Alright, now what do you sell, Captain, huh? Frenzy, Advanced Regulator, Varun Extended, oh! If this had quick fire rate, this would be it. Oh, wow. I've never seen a rare Varun Painblade. much less an epic one. Whew. Unfortunately, Space Adept. And I'm almost leaving. Avatar? Ooh! Now this is a weapon. Holy crap, this is a weapon. Yeah. Nice. Mediocre cutlass. Lacerating hunting rifle. A lot of Varun weapons. They're hard to come by. Nice to know that this one has got an arsenal. Oh, no way. 300 EM damage? That's crazy. I love it. I've never seen one that does more damage. I'd definitely search for this. Reflection, huh? Oof. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this type of sniper either. Whoa. All right, I will give it to this vendor. This vendor has some good shit. Armor-wise, that's probably what I sold. Oh, actually, well, thank you to do business. Thank you for the business. I am happy to know there's a rail weapons shop somewhere. Random encounter, but that's fine. So I'd say that it would be nice if the roguelike aspect of the game was expanded upon. Because that definitely hits me right in the market. Like, that's exactly what I like. And perhaps a more advanced system of ship fights. Like in Star Sector, ship fights are, like, they're all a gameplay, but, well, that's not fair to say. Because you can play the merchant, and you can definitely play full-time merchant and just have your ships do auto battle. Because they're so strong. But I have to admit, I'll definitely enjoy if there was a game mode where I would just fight ships and fight more ships and, you know, get powered up quickly and fight more ships. You know, perhaps different ways of collecting them. Like, let's imagine the following. We should have two options of how to collect maybe a timer based system. That'd be kind of cool. Timer / nemesis based system. Let's say if you do not collect the pieces in time, then you either have to go to fight for them in space stations, buy them from the parties, or capture them while they're transporting them. That also works for sure. That would be pretty sick, to be honest. And that way you could just go on 8 ship fights instead of going to 8 dungeons. And, you know, maybe they could also allow you to hire a ship or 2 to be your escort. And that'd be nice. Or maybe have some of some private security agency either use their own ship or hire them to use others of yours. And that way, shipbuilding matters. Because right now, shipbuilding is more of, well, I like this and this and this, and I want to capture ships, I do this. But if you have 3 to 4 ships, you can do enemies with 4 to 6, and suddenly you have an artillery ship going on, you have a paralysis ship, you have a high DPS ship. Like, you can, and have you seen the amount of parts this game has? Like, that is totally viable. Reminds me a lot. It starts to be turned into a little bit more of not Mechavellum, but Mech Warrior 5. If you've ever played Mech Warrior 5, you know that you can customize within certain parameters almost everything of your mechs. So you can change their weapons, you can change their armor, you can change their cooling. You can equip them with only long-range lasers, which means that they overheat, but... Where is the next one? They overheat, but they have infinite ammo. Or you can have extremely low cooling for your mechs, but you don't need to worry about heating because you're using bullets or rail guns or rockets, things like that. So you can just have a mech that's for short range burst damage. You can have a mech that's long range, infinite missiles. Just equip a lot of them, move slowly. You can have a mech that's a sniper. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. And I feel like Starfield has the right tools to do that. Turn around here. Oh yeah, for sure Starfield has the right tools to do that. I'd say that they have created something very, very special in that sense. I mean, this is on launch. I have extremely high expectations for this on mid-range, not even long term, just mid-term. 2 to 3 years, I see this being really cool. Especially when you're counting in the mods, right? But I'm talking about the vanilla base game. If they take advantage of what they have, oh man, they can do so
Starborn.
much with it.
I will assist.
I mean, the hardest part is already done. You have an existent shipbuilding system. You have well, I guess AI could be better when it comes to flying ships. But I would say it's more important to expand on that gameplay than on refine it. If you expand it now and you refine it later, I would say that would be cool. That would be really cool.
This is a Freestar guard ship. What are you thinking?
Get him?
Concentrate fire.
Get him? Ooh, getting shot now. It'd be kind of cool if they, why am I still being shot? Oh my gosh, the stupid ass free stars are pointing at me. Fuck this shit, man. I really dislike when games do this shit. I'm trying to fucking help them. I'm trying to fucking help them. I shoot one of them by mistake, and suddenly everybody immediately switches their targets and points at me. Like, come on, man. Whatever. Just jump me. Whatever. That's sort of the things that I'd say. Yeah, it needs to refine that as well. Or at least it should have been a little bit more obvious which party...
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? A rookie here may have had a good feeling about...
Sure. I can't spare. I don't have any.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I thought I had one. Oh, it's probably on me, not on the ship. Yeah, right now space combat feels like it's also pretty hard, you know? That one I'll admit. there's no cover. Your boost lasts for a very pathetic amount of time. Your shields take forever to even begin regenerating. Like, even with shielded systems. Like, you just saw that. There were 4 ships, level 30s. My ships got torn apart, even with occasional resistance, and I was boosting constantly, which means that they can't target me. And even then, I dropped to 0 and I almost died. And this ship is designed to avoid conflict, so... What the heck is that? That's scary. I can't see the... Where's the thing? That way? There it is. Nice. So even with a fully upgraded dodge ship, you can barely do anything. Also, the simplistic shield system does work. It doesn't have to be as complicated as the one in Star Sector, in which you have constant, like your shield is a constant output of your power, but you need to turn off your shields so that you can fully it's based on a heat system. Like, there's a heat system and an energy system, and you need to be able to drain all of your heat to continue using your shields properly and your weapons. And to be honest, it's really cool. I really like that. Give me XP. Okay, there goes my XP. Fantastic. You're scrubbing about. I don't trust it. So yeah, in with a little bit of work in the space combat system, this could just be so amazing. As people have stated, this just feels like a Skyrim in space type of deal, because space combat exists, but is not really as supported as the game needs for it to feel like a space game. And that's weird. I find it very, very weird, because weapons here are not stereotypical. That's why I find it so strange. Like, it would feel like they should have just made 3 categories, and like for example, you have rockets, you have a railgun, you have a shotgun, or a spread shot, you have a rifle, and you have a laser. Like, you just have those categories, and levels 1 through 5, and boom, you're ready. That feels like the way they should have handled Starfield shipbuilding, because of how poorly and how mediocre ship fights are. But they didn't. They have, as I keep saying, they have all the tools for this to be an amazing fleet-based system, and with amazing ship fights. It's got absolutely everything in it. And yet, it doesn't take advantage of it. I wonder if they ran out of time. It might actually be a little bit more challenging to implement than I think. I don't know. Participating in random ship battles is cool, but they are disorganized. They're just a random party fighting another party for no reason, right? What if there was a passive war going on, you know? Not just a conflict where every now and then people are trying to kill each other, as they're trying to do at the moment. But think about it this way. There are certain contested zones, and this happens, I guess, in MechWarrior 5 as well. Imagine there being defined areas, your UC, your pirates, your ecliptics, your spacers, things like that. And areas overlap where there's conflict, but even with those areas, there are yet another set of areas which are contested. And depending on who's winning the most space fights in those systems is the party that is controlling the planet. And when you go to its settlements, you will see that the guards change. Prices and weapons change.
Feel like I should be
Even quests themselves. And maybe, you know, when there's a planetary fight going on and, you know, they're just fighting over an area that's a 12v12 and you can land there and support one side. And that's how they take control of the at ground level. And obviously having control of the space facilitates ground level fights. That'll also be cool. Is that hard to implement? No, I mean, the game is already very capable of spawning 24 enemies at a time. Just make another 24 enemies, or 12 enemies. Well, not even enemies. Just make 12 of another faction spawn as well. I mean, the behavior for combat is already there. You just let them do their thing. It's more about the concept than about an extremely meticulous implementation. Same thing with space battles. Instead of making them so random, make it so in conflict zones, there are periods of time or there are ways you can provoke them to occur. Or maybe you can, you know, create a war zone where they're always occurring and whenever you show up, like you are the decisive piece in the battle. Or maybe there's zones where it doesn't matter how many you're killing, more will spawn. And why go there? Oh, to farm. You're there to form a fight. You're there for the parts that come from ship fights. You're there to steal some ships. Because that's something that Star Sector provides very beautifully. If you will constantly see pirates just randomly. You go to a set of systems, you're flying all around, you're nobody, you're an explorer, or you're just taking a stroll between planets to see what they're selling in different planets from the same system. And suddenly, you see a pirate fleet fighting security forces. And that's the most casual thing ever, and it happens every time. Different locations too. And you can join the fight and help the security forces. And that does not just give you rights to the loot after the fight. There's sometimes forces escape and you can track them down. Or sometimes there is debris left and you can loot that too. Now, that being said, Starfield definitely does have a debris system. But once again, it feels very basic. You get, what, 3 things? It's not worth it to destroy a ship. And it's not worth it to capture it either. That's what's so key about Starfield that was doing it's wrong. I beg your pardon. I need to clear up that sentence. That's what the game is doing wrong so far. It's not profitable to fight ships, and it's not profitable to board them because it takes so fucking long and they're sold for so little money. That's the thing. It could be a lot better if A, they would be sold for more, or they had more relevance, you know? Like for example, in Star Sector, ships can get badly damaged, and you can recover them and take them back. They do get permanent damage, and you do need to... Oh, I'm done? Great. I could go talk to Barrett, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's see. 5, 4, 5, 5, 6? Really now? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. That is so interesting, you know? I don't think it's worth the use of my time to go do Barrett's quest, because I have to go to the lodge, and then from the lodge I have to go to Barrett, and then I have to recruit Barrett, and after recruiting Barrett I have to talk to him about the quest, and you go, then the other conversation comes in. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Time to leave. No. Armillary screen, build it. Time to go. Not like that. Yeah, that's better. Here we go. So yeah, with a better scavenging system, it could be quite interesting. Like, I imagine it as follows. You destroy a ship, and you can get some of the random weapons. And weapons shouldn't be sold for 10% of the price. They should be sold for 30% of the price. That would be quite beneficial. As well as ships. No ships sold for 10% of the price. You sell them from between 25 and 35. And you can haggle with merchants, but haggling would take perks. And that's how you resolve that. Hello there, beautiful.
I hope you're enjoying the view.
Every time I look at you, I enjoy the view.
Do I? Welcome home, Starborn. As always, the path to a new universe is forward. Past me.
You know, I have to say that as pretty as you are, you do need some chapstick.
As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving.
That
as the essence
and
of
that.
who you are is spread throughout space and time. Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you
Just
make?
the power-hungry Starborn. That's all I am for the moment. Animation time! Always a beautiful screen. Always a beautiful screen. Despite it being the same, it is well designed. It's like the type of thing you want to hang on your apartment. Just look at it every day. Tick, 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 tock. Tick, 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 tock. chatting on a Starfield Discord, seeing what other people are up to. Seems to me like everybody's doing their thing. Hey, makes sense. Everybody's a Starborn, right? Everybody's got their own interests. Some people are... Oh, that reminds me. I need to update my description. So, no longer a Starborn 4, Starborn 5. Cool. Good stuff. Oh, would you look at that? The suit changes again. So, what? So the suit became... Instead of shiny, the suit is now black. With a white robe. I have to say, it does look quite feminine. It's kind of cool. I don't understand the little pins that it gets, or why even to have a robe over this. But it's cool. Maybe if I'm thinking about the whys, I'm thinking too much. So, let's go to the Mass District. Move it, move it, move it. Let's see if we find one of those special universes, shall we? By the way, Starborn 5. That I know of, the ship caps at Starborn 6. So in terms of ship, base ship, the cap is at in the next universe.
We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty please.
Alright.
Scan complete. You are clear to land.
Thank you. I mean, it makes sense that they didn't do any variants for the ship. And it's kind of cool that they just do light variants for the suit, since it's randomly generated and you're going to see it a lot. Once again, strongest aspect of the game, that it has roguelike options. But there are ways to make the roguelike aspect more interesting. And I would definitely look into that. How? I don't know, maybe introduce new types of enemies, introduce a relic system that's based on universe you are in, and sort of traits. Maybe add a trait system on a universe per universe level and make it opt-in. So in case players want to engage with it, they can, and if they don't want to, they just don't need to. That'd be cool. Alright, so speaking of, what do we have here? Solar Beam 3, finally. So these ones do get upgraded. So our shield is tough with a big T now. Range is fine. Reactor's fine. We have a lot of gravitational jump, like instant jumps are now available, which is cool. Now Soul 42. I am very happy about Soul upgrade, because usually it was a very mediocre weapon, but now it should be decent at best. And the rockets are decent at best. Why do I say at best? Look at that fire rate of 1. So they are decent, and that's okay. Now, let us talk about the spacesuit Solus. Okay, looking good. Bolstering, galvanized, and mirrored. I don't like galvanized. I don't see the point. Bolstering makes me up to as twice as resistant. That would be 300. So this one, this Starborn suit is strong. And mirrored is a pretty thing, I'd say. It's not necessary in any run, to be honest, but it's good to have it around, you know? Good stuff, I would say. Good stuff. So, by the end of this run, we should have every single power be at least 5. And I predict that some powers are gonna be 7 by the end of this run. As a matter of fact, I haven't... So Solar Flare goes to 2. Gravity Wave goes to 1. Inner Demon goes to 4. Parallel Self goes to 5. Personal Atmosphere goes to 8. Face Time goes to 9. Gravity Well goes to 3 for the lulls. Reactive Shield goes here for the defense option. Life Force goes here. Now look at this thing. Parallel Self 6. Why is it 6? It's really good. Gravity Dash. Sunless Space could be an interesting option. This Eternal Anti-Gravity Field? Sure, 7. 36 is starting to cost very low. Oh, I create vacuum actually, instead of Sunless Space. Yeah, I have 1/6. I expect to have at least one level 7. It's very strong. I wonder why. Like, I mean, I skipped at least 5 temples on my first run, so I don't... This offset is strange. Let's see if we get one of those special universes, huh? Ooh. And nothing new.
Excuse me, this is a wait. Vasco.
Scanning. This appears to be.
I see.
I mean, looking for a universe that I actually want to stick around in will be easier once I'm max level. I guess powering up doesn't really matter in the large scheme of things.
I think we're past
in any event.
Because, I mean, it's just powers, right? And you don't really use them that much.
And if what you've... I want you to check with Vlad.
Sure.
You track down the...
Sure.
If anyone in this... Now let's get out.
Great. So, Constellation 1. Permanently use 15% less oxygen when moving. Well, what? What the frick is this, dude? That is so strong. That is really strong.
Well, it is customary to say, welcome home.
Man, I like it. I love it. Okay, well, we're going to Vladimir. And now with a decent ship. It's doing almost twice as much damage as the previous one. And my ship is faster than ever. So now I don't have to worry about basic shit. Which is good. It's always good not to worry about that. It's gonna be so nice not to need to look for temples. I'm gonna be able to speedrun this from start to end, probably in 1 hour. Skip main quest, obviously. Maybe, how long could I do taking the main quest? Conversations would be the longest part, right?
If it isn't the woman I'm supposed...
Alright.
Anyone who doesn't tried crossing all. Good news is...
Vladimir is just so...
Here's the data. Can probably
convenient.
find...
Thank you, sir. Let's move out. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. I think they gave me med packs. Yes. Good. To 0 as usual. Oh, let's equip a power. Solar flare. Set this active. Go here. So let's set it as active, not as inactive. Let's jump. What can I say?
Alpha office, to any lift vessels. Word. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency.
Poor colonists. Unfortunately, they don't appear at the end screen. It would be kinda cool if every character from every quest appeared. That'd be sick. Like, you could have some end screens with just almost every character in the game. It would be amazing. Thinking if I maybe should do a quest line. Room, sell it, huh?
Leave now. I will try.
I missed. You have a disruptor, really? Who the heck is throwing me that shit? Here, have one. Wait, you fell? Why? Get her. Hit her heart. Come on. Goddamn Varun Zealots. Know your place. You know, there should be an indicator to show how much your next power would cost. That would be nice. Get him. Ouch. Youch! Alright, weapons. Get him with a Grendel. Missed. Grab everything. Oh, I ran out of bullets already. Get the energy rifle. Ow. My eyes? It's actually my eyes? Take high ground. No reason to fight at a bad position. Where are you? Absorb their life essence. Nice. Good stuff. Just pick it all up. Pick it all up. Damn. He got messed up. Yeah. You're going down. Nice. Can't see shit. I don't recall. Are these always Varun Zealots? Why do so many of them have disruptors? Are they here to capture prisoners or something?
You cannot win.
I missed. I'm missing every shot. Absolutely shameful. He wasn't even moving. Get him. Let's punch him. I don't think so. I was hitting him. Another Nova Blast disruptor. What the heck? More Equinoxes. Good, good, good. Alright, my HP is near full, but I'm taking a lot of damage. Alright, let's see. We have blue level grease gear, heart plus. It seems that that thing always spawns a heart plus. That's fine, I guess. Turn on the light. Oh, Beowulf. Starting with a little bit of rounds now. Stuff to sell. In case we run into a space merchant, which is always profitable. You know, I've come to appreciate space merchants in here, but not in in No Man's Sky. In No Man's Sky, they just feel like they're wasting your goddamn time. But in here, they're really good because here, there are limited funds per... Oh wow, this one has a lot of HP. Damn. Get got. They got. Another disruptor, really. Med pack. I don't see anything important, but I'm looking anyway. Everybody here has a Nova Blast disruptor. What the heck? What's up with that? It's not even that strong. Heat leeches, do the responsible thing. Kill them. Get him. Useless shits. Always destroy the silly space bugs. Oh, you're very dead. Yeah, that's a mean one, alright. Alright, give it to me. Woo! Space trip! Alright, next one. Narion. Or Velo? You can, oh, yeah, I forgot. For some reason, I cannot fast travel from inside here. How much money did they give me? I have 26k. So every New Game Plus they give you more money, like considerably more money. Huh, it's kind of cool. Seems I went the wrong way. This low gravity thing is cool. Oh, I forgot what was my line of thought prior to this conflict. Urbanware, sure. Let's just get the heck out of here. And now, next location. Find the artifact here. Go. What was my line of thought? Oh yeah, I would love for this to feel a little bit more like a space game. You definitely have spaceships, but it's just like a different settlement game with a good fast travel system. With a fast travel system that's actually interesting, I might add. There are some features from my Terratech builds that I would definitely put in ships here. Because they could naturally do it, like a quick dodge mechanic. No ship here has quick dodge. What do I mean by quick dodge? Well, boosters don't necessarily need to be pointed forward. There could be boosters pointing in another direction, like below you. That way you can suddenly turn them on and boom, you are on the other side of the planet. No, not on the other side of the planet, but like there's a missile going at you, you activate the quick boosters, you get out of the way of the missile instantly. What's the closest thing that I can give the viewer to consider? If you've ever played Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is a pretty old game, pretty fun, pretty old. There was this enemy boss. 300 bullets for a Nova Blast Disruptor. That's funny. Oh, that's me, but a little more naked. Always a fine sight to see. Gotta love yourself in the mirror. Oh, the EM just doesn't work on them? I missed every shot. Goodbye, Starborn. Might as well just use the laser, huh? Does using the laser on the air also slow down time? Because that's kind of cool. Alright, time to move. Next planet. Gonna have to go to a weapon shop, maybe. I wouldn't mind it. Would be cool and kind of cool. Because it seems that this random run I just got bad weapon rolls. I can't believe that Disruptor got dissipated so quickly on them. That's what I don't like about Paralysis weapons here. They don't have enough good mechanics for them. Like, for example, it should be easier to paralyze an enemy than to kill it. Otherwise, what's the fucking point of paralyzing them? And here's the issue. When you paralyze an enemy, you still want to kill it because you can't restrain it. If you could do citizen arrests and just capture a whole bunch of pirates, that would be kind of cool too. And that would give a reason for you and your ship to use the prisoner section. At least I haven't seen any videos where that mechanic exists. Maybe I'm missing it, but I don't think they exist yet. Like, you could play Bounty Hunter where, like Boba Fett, you restrain the enemy and you put him on your ship and you take them somewhere. Uh-oh. Loading is stuck. This makes me very sad. Yeah, loading is stuck. Gonna have to crash the app. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to redo a section. And there is nothing that I hate more than redoing the section. Oh, come on, man. I hate it. Whatever. Whatevs. Man, it does not feel good to have crashes like that. Or infinite loading loops. That had never happened before, by the way. Alright, well, at least load me up in here. So it shouldn't be an issue. Anyway. Alright, CO2 system. I like the running system in this game. It's really good. It's the best stamina system I've seen so far. My compliments. Goodbye. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if this time Prax doesn't crash me. Three, 4. Yeah. You see? It has to load this fast. Otherwise, computer or program decided to do something stupid. And I'm a software engineer. I know for a fact that computers do stupid shit all the time. They like processes that they should not be doing. But anyway. Alright, I should be able to pretty safely get in here. And perhaps we'll finish the basic quest line until talk to Sarah, and tomorrow we'll be doing more artifacts. Part of me thinks maybe I should just do the powers on my own time, you know, instead of streaming it. But it's gonna take so long, and I might as well do it. Like, I'm not hurting myself. I'm not hurting anybody. YouTube certainly doesn't give a shit. Oh boy. Low on ammunition. And the rapid combat knife is space adept? Come on, brother. What do you mean it's space adept? Oh crap. I need to go look for DG picks and... Wait, is that area damage? Boom. 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 Jetpack does a lot of damage. Still no bullets for that, huh? How unfortunate. Nova Blast Disruptor. I can't believe I got that kind of roll here. That's ridiculous. I can steal the mine? It counts as steal? Oh shit. This is usually a hard fight. He should be dead. Alright, that's one dead. Get him with the 3. Get out of there. That dude should be donezo. Next weapon to see if I have anything. God damn. 38 rounds? Come on, brother. Oh shit. Some credits. My ammunition. Get down. The slide also needs a little bit of rework. Oh. Pain. Life is pain. Just fucking die already. Damn. Corner tanto fantastic. Back here. Kraken, fantastic. Good stuff, good stuff. What the heck? There's a master weapon rack in here? I never knew that. So this one fits, but this one also fits. All right. This one is special. This one is special too. Now, oh no, that feels so bad. Ooh, close one to being unsolvable. And then 2. No way, I did it. Fantastic. What? Master. It's not even fucking epic. What is this bullshit? Ah. A master lock that gives me a rare one. Come on, man. Whatever. Whatever. All right. Let's move out. And let's go somewhere else.
Thank you. Pick up the hell.
Nope. Are you?
Concentrate fire.
I could board right now, but I don't think I will. Nice. Just died near the same spot. Nice, good stuff. Now let's go to the abandoned outpost. Land me. I haven't gone to Neon in quite a while, I must say. Neon's a good place to be in, let me tell you. I would know. Samara was born there. Neon City Street Rat. Good perk to have. Oh, my dear Starborn. You know, just directly going from quest to quest doesn't really give you much opportunity to take pictures. Haven't taken pictures of Samara in quite a while. How is her Instagram gonna grow if I don't post more pictures?
Get him! You're going down.
Whoa. Here we go. We're doing fine? Doing perfectly fine. She fell over. Boom. Ouch. That's freezing liquid. Dead. Give me stuff. Give me all the stuff. Nothing here, nothing there. Why aren't you dead? What? It didn't hit?
Take this!
He dies, glitch. It's not a glitch, it's just a fact. I'm just saying. It's a thing I say, okay? I got that from... I think it was Grand Theft Auto back in the day. It was not a glitch, it's actually a cheat. Everybody suddenly, and the map suddenly dies. You're still alive, huh? Come on. There we go. Got everything I needed, I think. This freezing cave is freezing for sure. Get me the heck out of here. Unarmed combat is fun, I must admit. A level here and a level there. They're good as well. Miss? That thing needs an area of effect. Dead. All of them dead. Ooh, a weapon. Okay, over encumbered. Time to drop something. It's time to wear something as well. Sure. Need to hit the gym. I do go to the gym. Quite often, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, I think I need to get this one right now. Sure, why not? Carrying too much? Oh, that's true. Not weapons. Throw away something from miscellaneous. No, from resources. 10 iron. There's a mission for 10 iron. Let's go here. Should be pretty simple. Send it. Good, good. All right, I think this is gonna be the last thing I do for today. I know I didn't stream that much, but that's okay. We did complete the New Game Plus. We did a thing or two. And next time I'll be completing another New Game Plus, and we'll see what else we do. I'm probably gonna, tomorrow, gonna probably finish that up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play some No Man's Skies. Because there are 4 weeks left for the voyage, and I really want to finish the voyage. Yeah, I really do want to finish it. I have to say, it felt more of a hassle to game for 2 hours, one scheduled game, than to just play this for 8 hours. It's interesting, you know. Perspectives change. It should be fine. I also have to admit that both games, No Man's Sky and this one, have such a similar feel to it. I just enjoy them in the exact same way. Even though I must say I prefer a complicated combat system. I really do. That's why I've been making a lot of comments regarding how the ship combat system here could be improved. And if it did, everybody would be better off for it, not just me. You know, new mechanics to engage in. A little bit more here and there. Go and get this. Get this one as well. This one. And this one. And absorb the power. What are we getting this time? Who knows? Who knows? I find it strange that you fight the Starborn after you get the power and not before. I missed. I missed again. Good old tricks. Boom. Wait, I got fractured? What do you mean I got fractured? There you go. As good as dead. Alright. This time I'm gonna talk to Vladimir to locate a temple. Gonna go to the... I'm gonna save... Yeah.
We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue.
Wrong button. Exit me, thank you.
What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still.
Is this a third pilot? I mean, is this a third... Yeah, I think this is the third one. There are 3 narrators for this.
Go ahead and land.
I think. I guess. Well, anyway. It's been a short one today, but as usual, more progress to be made, more things to do. And an interesting start filled with Nova rifles for some reason.
Feel like I should be seeing heaven's aura every time you say something. Starborn, a stranger from...
Well, I felt like like you should have been seeing that prior to me being a Starborn, to be honest. I only have good things to say. Alright, let's take a seat. Let's take that cumbersome thing off. Take a picture. There you go. Nice. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. We will continue tomorrow. Oh, maybe I should quick save again, since my prognosis just improved. That's funny. Alright, well. Short stream, only 2 hours. It is what it is. Talked a little bit about one thing or two around. Do we have to talk about anything else? Yeah, tomorrow I should be bringing a new topic. Since I got this documentary about the Iranian infrastructure and the issues with hackers. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting conversation topic. Well, see ya, everybody. Take care.